Hey everyone, it's Miss Wright and welcome to art class. I'm really excited because today we get to start a brand new project and it's going to be a collage, and we've done collage before when we worked on our dot collages, and I'm really excited because we get to use a different type of material to make our collage, which we'll talk about soon. Well, this project is all about the moon. That's right, the moon, that thing that orbits the earth around and around, and it changes shape different days of the month, right? So have you ever noticed how the moon changes shape at night? Sometimes it's really big like a circle. That is called a full moon, full moon. And sometimes it's shaped like a C, and that is called a crescent moon. And that's because when it moves around the earth, where we live on the earth, we only see the part that the sun shines on it. So if the moon is really full, that means the sun is shining right on it and we can see all of it. And if it's a little sliver, the sun is only shining on just a little bit. And we are going to make art inspired by the moon and inspired by one of my favorite books today. And that book is called Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me by artist and illustrator, or artist and author, Eric Carle. If you've ever read any book by Eric Carle, you will recognize all of his painted paper. So all of his collage or his illustrations or pictures in the book are done with collage, which is what we're about to use. So he painted paper to give it really cool texture, and he cut it out and he glued it to make all the pictures in this book, which is what we have done before. Okay, so our guiding question is, what are facts about the moon? We want to know a little bit more about it. So a moon orbits the earth like we said. It's also the largest and the brightest thing in the sky that we can see. There's lots of different moons in space, but the one that we can see is the one that's closest to Earth, so it's big and bright. It doesn't have any light for itself. It's not like a light bulb that just shines out its light. The only part that we can see is what the sun shines onto it. So the moon is not like a light bulb. It just is a form that we can only see from the sun. And it changes shape based on the days of the month or what the sun is shining on it. Remember, a full moon is a full circle. A half moon is like a shape of a D, it's a half circle, and a crescent moon is shaped like a C. All right, guys, are you guys ready to read the book with us? All right, let's do it. This is Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me, and it's a story about the moon and a little girl who dreams about playing with it. I already love how the inner cover is decorated with all of these colorful stars. Do you guys know how to draw or cut out stars? Well, we can try later. Papa, Please Get the Moon for Me by Eric Carle. Look over here. You guys see all of these different pictures? Even though each one of these is a different shape, they're all the same moon. Remember, like we said, when the sun is shining right on it, you see a full circle. Look, it's a half circle. That's a half moon. And these are crescent moons. They are shaped like the letter C. Before Monica went to bed, she looked out of her window and saw the moon. The moon looked so near. I wish I could play with the moon, thought Monica, and she reached for it. There's a little cat. But no matter how much she stretched, she could not touch the moon. "Papa," said Monica to her father, "please get the moon for me." Look, she's reaching. Papa got a very long ladder. Have you ever seen a ladder that long? I have not. It goes out and out. Oh my gosh. Can you see how long it is? I can barely hold it. He carried the very long ladder towards a very high mountain. All right, do you guys notice how the paper almost looks painted? Right, that's what we were talking about. Every single thing on here is done with collage. That means cutting the paper, gluing it, and pasting it down. So Eric Carle, the illustrator, the author, is known for that, known for his collage. Okay, then Papa put the very long ladder on top of the very high mountain. Whoa! Oh my gosh, he's all at the top, climbing up. Up and up and up he climbed. What is he reaching? It's the moon. Oh, this is my favorite page. I have to readjust it. Here we go. Oh, it's the entire moon. This is a full moon. Finally, Papa got to the moon. "My daughter Monica would like to play with you," said Papa, "but you are much too big. Every night I get a little smaller," said the moon. "When I am just the right size, you can take me with you." Do you notice how the moon said, "I get a little bit smaller every night"? And indeed, the moon got smaller and smaller and smaller. When the moon was just the right size, Papa took it. Down and down and down he climbed. "Here," said Papa to Monica, "I have the moon for you." Monica jumped and danced with the moon. She hugged the moon and threw it into the air. But the moon kept getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And finally, it disappeared altogether. Then, one night, Monica saw a thin silver sliver of the moon reappear. Right there. Each night, the moon grew bigger. The moon grew, said that wrong, and grew, and grew. Do you know what this moon is called? If you were thinking full moon, you are right. And each night, that moon grew bigger, and that is the end. Papa, please get the moon for me. Wow, that would be amazing if you could hold on to the moon. Do you know that people have actually stepped onto the moon? Yep, that was a long time ago, but people have actually been to the moon, but it takes a long time and a lot of work to get there. All right, guys, I love that we have read our story. I love that we've talked a little bit about the moon. Now let's talk about how we're going to make our moon collage.